I won $9 million in a lawsuit I never told anyone about. And at my promotion party, my coworker tried to guilt me into splitting it with the team. Then it got so much worse. This is my story, and I'm still shaking as I write it. I don't know if I'm the villain or the victim, but I need to get this off my chest. I'm Elena Torres, 32, living in Raleigh, North Carolina. I'm a first-generation Mexican-American, raised by parents who worked double shifts at a textile factory to give me a shot at college. I'm a senior data analyst at a mid-sized tech firm, Pinnacle Analytics, where I've clawed my way up over 8 years. Raleigh's a weird mix of Southern charm and tech boom ambition. Think craft breweries next to historic oak trees. My life's been stable but not flashy. A one-bedroom apartment, a used Honda, and a cat named Sombra who's more loyal than most people. First, let me tell you about main people of my story. Jared Whitaker, 38, my coworker and self-proclaimed team dad. He's a senior project manager, all charisma and dad jokes, with a knack for making you feel like you owe him. Married, 2 kids, lives in a McMansion in Cary. He's the guy who organizes happy hours but never pays. Maya Patel, 29, my work bestie. She's a junior analyst, sharp as hell, with a dry wit and a side hustle selling handmade jewelry. We bonded over late-night coding sessions and venting about Jared's micromanaging. Lila Nguyen, 45, our VP of Operations. She's a no-nonsense Vietnamese-American exec who mentored me but keeps everyone at arm's length. She's the one who pushed for my promotion to team lead. Mateo Torres, 35, my older brother. He's a nurse in Durham, my rock, and the only one who knew about my lawsuit. He's protective but doesn't sugarcoat things. The lawsuit? 3 years ago, I was in a hit-and-run that left me with a fractured pelvis and PTSD. The driver was a drunk exec from a rival firm, and after a grueling 2-year legal battle, I won $9 million in damages, $6 million after taxes and fees. I kept it secret, even from Maya, because I didn't want pity or gold diggers. I planned to quit Pinnacle quietly, start a nonprofit for immigrant kids, and move to Asheville for a fresh start. My promotion to team lead was my last hurrah, a chance to leave on a high note. Jared and I were friendly, but not friends. He'd drop hints about his struggles, private school tuition, a second mortgage, like I was supposed to sympathize with his 6-figure salary. Maya warned me he was shady, but I shrugged it off. Big mistake. The promotion party was June 20th, 2025, at a swanky rooftop bar in downtown Raleigh. Lila rented the place out, and the team, about 30 of us, showed up in cocktail dresses and button-downs. I wore a red dress I'd splurged on, feeling like I'd finally made it. The air smelled of jasmine and bourbon, and a jazz trio played in the corner. I was nervous but proud, sipping a mocktail to stay sharp. Lila gave a toast, calling me the future of Pinnacle. Everyone clapped, but Jared's smile looked forced. He'd wanted the team lead role, but Lila passed him over for lacking strategic vision. Ouch. He cornered me later, beer in hand, his tie loosened. "Elena, you're killing it," he said, too loud. "But, I heard something wild. You won a lawsuit? Like, millions?" My stomach dropped. I hadn't told anyone at work. "Where'd you hear that?" I asked, keeping my voice light. He smirked. "Small town, big gossip. Public records, maybe? Come on, spill." I deflected. "Just rumors, Jared. You know how people talk." He leaned closer, breath sour. "Don't play coy. I know it's true. 9 mil, right? That's life-changing, for all of us." I froze. "All of us?" "Yeah, the team." His voice turned preachy. "We've busted our asses for you, covering your projects when you were out sick after your accident. Team loyalty, Elena. You owe us a cut." I laughed, thinking he was joking. He wasn't. "I'm serious," he said. "Split it. Say $500K each for the core team. It's only fair." I stepped back. "Jared, that's insane. It's my money, my pain. You don't get to demand that." His face hardened. "Don't be selfish. We're a family here. You want to be team lead? Act like it. Maya overheard and jumped in. Jared, back off. You sound like a mob boss. He ignored her, eyes on me. Think about it, Elena. You don't want this getting messy. The rest of the night was a blur. I smiled through photos, but my mind raced. How did he know? Who else knew? I texted Mateo, me. Jared knows about the lawsuit. He's demanding I share it. WTF do I do? Mateo, that's extortion. Document everything. Call your lawyer tomorrow. I left early, Sombra curling up next to me as I lay awake, replaying Jared's words. The next day, I checked public records. My lawsuit was sealed, so he'd lied about that. But then Maya called, her voice shaky. Elena, I found something. Check your work email. Now. Jared had sent a group email to the team, BCCing me, titled Elena's Big Secret. It detailed my lawsuit win, exaggerated to $12 million, and painted me as a greedy hoarder who betrayed the team. He ended with, shouldn't we all share in her good fortune? I felt sick. This wasn't just gossip. It was a calculated move to shame me. But the twist came when Maya forwarded me a screenshot from Jared's private Slack channel, one I wasn't in. He'd written, if she doesn't play ball, we leak her address. She'll cave. Leak my address? My PTSD kicked in. Flashbacks to the hit and run, the fear of being found. Jared wasn't just greedy, he was dangerous. I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I got cold, focused, like I was debugging a corrupted dataset. Jared thought he could bully me into submission, but he didn't know me. I'd survived a car wreck, a lawsuit, and years of microaggressions at Pinnacle. I wasn't about to let a middle-aged frat bro ruin me. First, I called my lawyer, Denise, a shark in a pantsuit. She confirmed Jared's actions bordered on extortion and defamation. Save everything, she said. We're building a case. I forwarded her the email, Slack screenshot, and a voice memo I'd recorded of Jared's party rant. Thank you, North Carolina's one-party consent law. Next, I met Maya at a coffee shop off Glenwood Avenue. She was furious but scared. Jared's been rallying people, she said. Half the team thinks you're selfish. The other half thinks he's unhinged. She showed me texts from coworkers. Coworker. Is it true Elena's sitting on millions? Coworker. Jared says she's bailing on us. Shady AF. I felt betrayed, but Maya had my back. I'm not letting him tank you, she said. We brainstormed. Confronting Jared directly was risky. He'd spin it. Going to HR was pointless. They'd protect Jared, the team dad. Lila was my best shot, but I needed evidence she couldn't. Ignore. I spent 2 days digging. Using my admin access, I pulled Jared's email logs. He'd been BCCing Lila on his smear campaign, but she hadn't replied. Either she was complicit or clueless. I also found a deleted Slack thread where Jared bragged about digging dirt on me via a PI he'd hired. That's how he knew. About the lawsuit. Not public records, but a private investigator. Illegal? Maybe. Creepy? Definitely. I scheduled a meeting with Lila for June 23rd, bringing a dossier. Emails, screenshots, the voice memo. I wore my power blazer, channeling every ounce of confidence. Lila's office was all glass and steel, like her personality. Elena, this better be good, she said, eyeing my folder. I laid it out. Jared's demand, the email, the PI, the address threat. I played the voice memo. Lila's jaw tightened. He said, what? He's trying to extort me, I said, and he's dragging the team into it. Lila leaned back. Why didn't you tell me about the lawsuit? It's private, I snapped. I don't owe anyone my trauma. She nodded, surprising me. You're right, but Jared's a liability. I'll handle it. I wasn't done. I want him gone, Lila, and I'm resigning, effective next month. I'm not staying in a toxic circus. Her eyes widened, but she didn't argue. Give me 48 hours. I left, adrenaline pumping. Mateo met me for tacos that night. You're a badass, he said, but watch your back. Jared's not done. He was right. That night, I got an anonymous text. Unknown. Share the money or everyone knows where you live. I blocked the number, but my PTSD was screaming. I installed a security system and stayed with Mateo for a few days. Denise filed a restraining order against Jared, citing the threat. I also tipped off a local journalist friend anonymously about Jared's PI stunt. If he wanted to play dirty, I'd play dirtier. Lila moved fast. On June 25th, Jared was suspended pending investigation. Pinnacle's HR sent a vague email about conduct violations. But the team knew. Slack exploded. Coworker. Jared's toast. Elena's lawsuit is real? Coworker. He was creepy about it. Good riddance. Jared didn't go quietly. He posted a 2,000-word rant on LinkedIn, calling me a selfish opportunist and Pinnacle a snake pit. He claimed he was protecting team morale. It backfired. Commenters tore him apart, and the post was deleted within hours. My journalist friend's article dropped the same day, exposing Jared's PI hire without naming me. Local tech blogs picked it up, and Jared became Raleigh's most radioactive ex-manager. The team split. Half apologized to me, embarrassed they'd bought Jared's sob story. The other half ghosted me, probably salty I wasn't sharing my millions. Maya stuck by me, but even she asked cautiously, "What are you doing with the money?" I told her about my nonprofit plan, and she teared up. "You're a better person than me," she said. Jared's wife, Karen, emailed me, begging me to stop ruining their lives. I didn't respond. Her husband dug his own grave. Mateo heard through hospital gossip that Jared was jobless and facing legal fees. Karma's a bitch. Lila called me in on June 26th. Jared was fired, and Pinnacle offered me a severance package to avoid publicity. I negotiated it up to 6 figures, signed an NDA, and walked away. Lila shook my hand, a rare warmth in her eyes. "You're tougher than I thought, Torres." I'm writing this from my new apartment in Asheville, Sombra purring beside me. It's July 27th, 2025, and I'm free. My nonprofit, Lose Rising, launches next month, offering STEM scholarships for immigrant kids. I've hired Maya as my operations lead. She quit Pinnacle, too. The $9 million is mostly invested, with a chunk funding Lose. I kept enough for a cozy house and a few treats, like a pottery class I'm terrible at, but love. I'm not the same Elena. The lawsuit money didn't change me, Jared's betrayal did. I trusted too easily, ignored red flags. Now I'm cautious, maybe too much. My therapist says that's normal after betrayal. I'm working on it. The twist? Last week, Denise called. The PI Jared hired wasn't just some sleaze, he was linked to a data breach at Pinnacle. Jared had been selling client data to cover his debts, and the PI was his middleman. The FBI's involved now, and Jared's facing prison. I wasn't his only target, just the loudest. I don't feel vindicated, just tired. Jared's greed destroyed him, but it almost broke me, too. I keep that anonymous text saved, a reminder to stay vigilant. Asheville's peaceful, but I check. My locks twice. If you're reading this, don't judge me for keeping the money. It's not about greed. It's about surviving a world that demands your pain as payment. I'm building something good now, something mine. That's enough.